maybe going to hell in a handbasket, but it's good for us to try and do the best we can to kind of preserve what we have and just find a more balanced lifestyle.
I love that spot. Ooh, where's your spot? Where's that spot you live?
The idea behind the Earth Embassy is kind of just to demonstrate the alternatives that are already out there on the market for sustainable living. You can run a business, but in an eco-friendly way. This is actually one of our best crops. This is natural farming at its absolute best. This is wild roses. This whole area is covered with them. And you know, rose hips are high in vitamin C, and they sell for a fortune in Japan. So we don't do anything. We go out and harvest them in the fall. When I was little, we lived in a teepee in New Brunswick and didn't spend much time in buildings. I had a sense that I just wanted to live in the mountains, but I couldn't live in the mountains knowing that they were being cut somewhere, you know? And even if I had a happy life somewhere out in the countryside, someday the bulldozers would be at my own doorstep.
Where's Mount Fuji?
We're less than 2 hours from the city, and Tokyo is one of the biggest, you know, urban areas in the world, which is one of the biggest resource consumers. So if we can change Tokyo, we're doing a big thing. Part of the concept with the Earth Embassy is to bring people back to the countryside, to show them how to live out here, to show them there are jobs out here. So this is the room, Miho. There's futons in here. I'll put them out later for you. I'll show you the rest of the place.
I read about this in the internet, and I was really interested in learning as much as I can about growing plants, just so I can be self-sustainable in the end. And I think the best way to help with that is just to be a good example myself.
The hardest part of the project is getting people to really kind of commit to it and continue. I think it's easy to get people to talk about eco-lifestyle, and lots of people come up and want to help out on the farm. But you get people out there for a day and then people see, you know, it's not that easy. Some tomatoes and peppers. If we're advocating giving up your comforts of your modern life, we're not going to get anywhere. So the whole challenge and the whole solution is to find a way to make it easy for people to live more comfortably. This is our asparagus patch over here. We planted these, I started them from seed about 3 years ago, and it takes 3 years for them to get kind of up to speed. And this year is the first year they got to a real size, and we should have had a lot to eat. And it's the first year that the bugs came in, and I've actually had to do some switching about organic farming.
I think it takes some time for the locals to warm up to this place. I know it has a lot of influence on travelers who come by here and just do long-term volunteering. I'm one of those, and for me it changed a lot. I learned so many things here.
The idea with what we're starting here is not so much to just make our own little cafe and farm on Mount Fuji, but to create a format that can be copied. A lot of guests are telling me they came because they're thinking of doing the same thing. What we are is just a seed, and the best work we can do is to give people not so much the ideas, but the confidence to go out and do it themselves. And that's why we call it the embassy, because we are not a business, we're just a conduit for information from the earth back to the people.